So uh, we have in front of us the form I-829F. Okay, you have to fill out this form for a K1 visa fiancé. So the first step is to be sure that the form you are using is current, that be sure that the form is not expired. So to be sure, just go to our website, www.filindoc.com. Okay, you go to www.filindoc.com, and then under download all update immigration form, you click here, and then you type. You will be prompted to the USCIS website, and then you type I-129F, I-129F, and then you click on go. Okay, so that's the form. You click on fiancé visa, and then there you got here the form, and as well as the instructions for the form. You click on the form. There it is. That's the form. Okay, so once you got it, we can start fill out the form together. Okay, so you understand that the top is only for USCIS use. Don't touch it. That's not for you. So we're gonna start here in part one. Part one is information about you. That means information about the U.S. citizen fiancé. Okay, the one that is doing the petition, the petitioner, the U.S. citizen. So the U.S. citizen fiancé must enter his last name, the family name. Okay. Also, some people say talk about surname. Your last name will be in capital letter. You will type it here. Let's take just take an example in capital letter. You put your last name here, and then a uh, first name here, middle name. Okay. The information about the mailing address, so that should be clear. You put your mailing address. So just input your mailing address here. If someone else, in case of someone else is receiving your mail, put the name of this person here. But most of the time, you are the one that is receive your mail. Just tap your name here. Okay, you tap your name here. But if it's someone else that is receiving your mail, just put the name of the person here. But most of the time, it's gonna be your name, street address, apartment, city, state. So there is nothing to explain here. Uh, Question 3, they asked about alien number. So if you born in USA, most of the time you don't have any alien number, but the US citizen will have an A number if only if, okay, you has once held a green card. Okay, if you've been natural, you get your naturalizations. That means if you were permanent resident and you've been naturalized, so you should have an A number, and this A number you will see it in your citizenship certificate. Okay, but if you're born in USA, you don't have any A number. Okay. uh, Now about 4 5, village of birth, country of birth, so nothing to explain here. You just put them. Date of birth, gender. Okay. 8, marital status. So you wanna understand, don't click on married. So right now, let's understand it. You check only one box and make sure this is not married. So couple can't be already married and use K1 fiance visa. The K1 fiance visa, if you're married, you cannot use it. So don't click on married. You can either be single, divorced, or without, but you cannot be married because the K1 visa fiance, you cannot already married to use the K1 visa fiance. So if you are a US citizen, you already married, you have to file the form I-130. Okay, you cannot file the form for K1 visa fiance. Okay, fiance mean this mean you have a soulmate. You're not married yet. Okay, so you can be married in the past. Okay, you can be single, divorced in the past, but you cannot be married actually, and you're not eligible. Okay, to file this form if you're already married, if you're with the person. Okay, now if the U.S. citizen fiance has had other name by previous marriage, so include the name here. Okay, let's say if it's a if it's a woman and you married before, you should get divorced. I understand it. Okay, so if you had other name in the past, you will just put them here. Okay, name change. If you change your name, just put it here. Or social security, this is really self-explanatory. The US citizen, you will put your social security here. Okay, question 1 is 11. This is really important, 11. So it's about US citizens eligibility. So this is about really important, it's about your eligibility. So let's say you get married to the past, they want to know the last name, first name of this person, and the date the marriage end. That's really important. The date the marriage end. That's mean if you didn't get divorced, you cannot apply for a fiance visa. But understand what we mean. U.S. citizen prior marriage, your marriage normally should be end before you file this form. Okay, legally understand even though you are not living with the person, you should get the divorce certificate. That's really important. So the fact that you are not living with someone, that doesn't mean you get divorced. Okay, USCIS will only consider the paper, not the date you are separate from this person. Okay, I understand that. It's really important to understand when your marriage end. Your marriage end when you have the act of divorce. Okay, even though you are not living with someone, that doesn't mean really you get divorced. You will need the paper. Okay, so that's really critical. If you get married to the past, you should get divorced first before filing this form. Otherwise, you are not eligible to file this form. Okay? All your prior spouse one, spouse two, I don't know. If not, just put known. Okay? If you never married, just put known here. Okay? Just put known. Okay? You can put like not applicable if you never married in the past. Okay? Okay, this is still information about the U.S. citizen fiance. Okay, okay, that's prior spouse number two. They want to know the date that this marriage end. But sometime when you married two times in the past, they will really look out. They will really check out. They will go for some detail to see why you get married, you get divorced, you get married, you get divorced, and then they will really want to know. Okay, question 13, citizenship. They want to know if you are citizen. That means there is like three ways that you can be citizen: by birth, when you're born in USA, by naturalization, or by parent. Okay, so if you obtain a certificate of naturalizations or certificate of citizenship, you will click yes, and then you will put the certificate number. Normally the certificate number will be at the top, at the top right hand. Okay, put the certificate number, put the place of issuance as well as the date of issuance. Those information you will find it of your citizenship certificate. Understand, this is not for people that if you're born in USA Okay, this is not for you. Okay, this is mainly for people that have obtained certificate of naturalization or certificate of citizenship. You will get the certificate number, place of issuance, date of issuance. All this information will be on your citizenship certificate. Okay, so if you born in USA, just put none since you don't have any certificate number, stuff like that. Okay, just click this. Okay, now we are still in part one, information about the US citizen fiancé. They say, have you ever filed for this or any other alien fiancé? So they want to know if it is the first time that you are filing this form for a fiancé. If no, have you ever filed? Okay, if you ever file, you will click yes and you will put information. But if it's the first time, you will put no. Okay, they say, have you ever filed? Understand, if it is the second time that you're gonna apply for for a fiancé, USCIS will really make an examination. There are people that receiving money to do that. They just get a fiancé, they get married, and after that couple of years they get divorced and they apply for another fiancé again. So USCIS is really aware of this problem. So if you already file for a fiancé, and they will check out, you know, if you are not making business. But that can be one time, but let's say the second time, they are not silly. You already apply for a fiancé one time, second time, they're gonna be a third time. They will really make an examination to see if it's not a business. They may understand for one time, okay, that may not work, but but you keep applying for foreign fiancé, no, they will really check it out. If it's, but don't lie, if it's one time, you just click on yes. They may understand for a first time you get a fiance that doesn't work, and now you're gonna try to get another fiance. They will understand if it's the second time. But third time, they will need to check out really if you're not making business by trying to get a visa fiance for fiance abroad. Okay, so this is really part one, information about the US citizen that is requesting USCIS to grant his fiancé a visa to come in USA. Another one, they will have to get married once this fiancé arrives in USA. Okay, that's about that information about the US citizen. No, let's go to the information about uh, let's go to the informations about the alien fiance. That means the fiance that is living overseas. This person should be overseas in another country. Okay, let's fill out this part. Part two. Let's go to